.5 kilometers away from the coast of Egypt's city of Alexandria. Deep-sea divers saw something at the bottom of the sea that was not normal at all. Welcome back to Doc Technical. As we know, 70% of the world is water, which we have not yet explored only 5%. There are also creatures in the oceans that humans have not seen so far. And there are also some secrets hidden in them that humans who lived in the world thousands of years ago left. Sometimes an excuse for research work, sometimes for sea adventure. These secrets are opening up one by one. Today you will know 10 things that deep-sea divers found at the bottom of the sea. 10. Can a river ever exist in the sea? Obviously, the answer to this will not be. But in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, scuba divers found such a secret spot in the sea, where a river flows in the water itself. Yes, the river flowing in the sea was actually formed due to a thick layer of hydrogen sulfide, under which there is a salt water coming from a cave. This place is also called the Cenote Angelita. According to scuba divers, the Cenote Angelita looks completely normal from above. But it is difficult to believe the scene that comes after going about 30 meters. The beaches of Florida are very famous in America, where the seashells, crabs and other marine creatures often come to the coast along with the water. However, in October 2012, the people on Pompano Beach were surprised and worried when they found a very big eye on the coast of the sea. The size of the eye is equal to the size of both the hands of a person. It will really look like a very big sea monster's eye. This eyeball photo went viral on social media like fire. A few people thought that the eye of the monster that can come to the coast by floating must be wandering somewhere around the coast. Because of this fear, people had reduced the number of people going to the beaches of Florida. But when this eye was sent to the Department of Wildlife, after many experiments and research, it was found that this eye is not of any monster giant, but of a normal swordfish, which was caught by a mosquito and its eye was removed and thrown into the sea. 8. What is the secret of the Cenote Angelita? 6.5 kilometers away from the coast of the city of Alexandria, deep-sea divers saw something at the bottom of the sea that was not normal at all. When the French archaeologist, Franck Gaudiot, arrived, he started research on this place. Surprisingly, from this place, 64 ships, 700 anchors, gold-filled treasures, 16 feet long statues, pieces of broken buildings and small stones were found. And something was written on the top of the samples collected from here were scattered within the sea for many kilometers. It turned out that there used to be a very big city of Egypt 2,300 years ago, which was perhaps the main port city of Egypt and perhaps from where many business matters of the country were run. This whole city is now known as Thonis Heracleion, but thousands of years ago, this port city of Egypt was flooded or it was seen as a tsunami. Cenote. No one can guess this. Number 7. There is also a type of fish 1 kilometer deep in the sea, which is also considered very bad in Japan to see. This creature is called a giant oarfish, which is also called a strange marine creature due to its body. The length of this strange and poor oarfish living 1 kilometer below the sea is also greater than 50 feet. And the first thought that comes to mind when you see it is that it is a sea snake or a lizard. In Japan, it is believed that seeing more fish on the coast of the sea is a sign of a natural disaster. But according to scientists, because of global warming, the creatures living at the bottom of the sea are forced to move along the coast. It is really interesting to see the ocean world in underwater sports. But during this adventure, how would it be if these statues suddenly appeared in front of someone? Many kilometers away from the coast of East Indies, This underwater sculpture park is located at the bottom of the sea. A British artist is behind the launch of this park in 2006. But the purpose behind the construction of this sculpture park is more interesting than this park. There are small and large rocks in the sea, in which small fish consider themselves safe. But the place where these rocks do not exist, small fish can go there. The main purpose of making this park spread over 800 square meters was to provide shelter to small fish. The artist says that after making this park, millions of fish stopped at this place. There are more than 100 different types of statues in this park, which look very unique to look at. Since this world has been created, all the nations that have lived here since then, the sea has hidden countless secrets from them. Near Italy, the sea has been known as the Sea of the Sea. The sea has been known as the Sea of the Sea. From the bottom of the sea near Italy, deep-sea divers have found medicines that were used in ancient times. These tablets look very different from today's medicines. But now we have to find out which chemicals are present in them and what kind of medicine is this. Laboratory testing found that this medicine was made at least 2,000 years ago. But the ingredients used in it were even more amazing. Because it also contains starch, pine resin, beeswax, animal and plant fats, as well as olive oil. According to scientists, this medicine is used to treat eye diseases. This medicine was well preserved in a small tin and it looks like it was made by hand. Because from the spot where these medicines were found, a crashed Roman ship was also discovered, from which a lot of medical equipment was also found. That's why researchers believe that maybe 2,000 years ago, there must have been a doctor in this Roman ship. Surely, even in those days, medical science was very famous. Number 4. The frilled shark is a creature living at the bottom of the sea that looks interesting and scary at the same time. Some parts of the body of the grilled shark are like dinosaurs, while some parts look like snakes. Its mouth looks like a snake, but it also has teeth in its mouth. And that too, a total of 300 teeth. Yes, the direction of its 300 teeth is towards the inside. The length of this creature is said to be up to 6 feet. And the way it hunts is like a snake. The frilled shark can also hunt half the size of its body at the same time. Due to the direction of its teeth, if anything goes into its mouth, it is not possible to come back. In 2007, a Japanese fisherman caught such a creature for the first time during fishing. The Wildlife Agency caught this creature and put it in a seawater pool where its first video was made. He said that this creature living 1 kilometer below the sea was probably sick, so it must have come to the surface of the sea. Number 3. Those who are not afraid of watching horror movies should definitely visit Camp Crystal Lake in America. Because the famous horror film Friday the 13th, serial killer Jason Voorhees lives at the bottom of this lake. There is a statue of Jason that is waiting for you. This statue at the bottom of the lake has been erected with its famous mask and sword. While its face is upside down, it has no sword.